Hi guys, welcome to our next installment of the Dynamic Yoga Sessions. We've actually just done the class on Zoom and recorded it, and you can probably see I'm melting. So it's a strong one, so take it nice and easy. Be mindful of your bodies. It's building on the classes that we've been uploading. We're adding new postures for each class. Also mixing them up a bit, changing the order. We don't want you to get bored or myself. So yeah, I hope you find it useful. Take it really easy, rest out when you need, and yeah, you can always come back to practice. Okay, nice to see you on the mat. So knees as wide as the mat and big toes are touching. Arms are extended in front of you. You don't have to place your forehead down straight away. You can wiggle the hips side to side. So we're actually aiming to have the buttocks on the heels here. You'll see that mine don't reach. It just depends on your body. And if this is too strong around the knees, you can have a cushion under your bum just to lift your seat up a bit. And when you feel ready, we'll just bring the forehead to the mat. And resting here, you can let the elbows touch the mat as well. And we'll come to the breath. So watching the breath and the movement of the breath in the body. So the expansion and contraction of your torso. And you can take your awareness to different places, so the creases of your elbows, and feel how does the inhale, exhale affect this area. So each breath moves us from our fingertips all the way to our toes. And the more we draw our awareness inwards, the more access we have to these movements, even if they're tiny, if it's 0.5 millimeter shift forwards and back. And then we always use the breath to help us arrive more fully in our bodies and on our mats, so that we can be really present for these next 60 minutes. And if you'd like to make a dedication for your practice this evening, now's the time to call it to mind. So this can be a situation you're having trouble with, it's a person maybe struggling, or just all people. Maybe it's something joyful. Maybe you just want to develop a sense of bliss and well-being, and you can dedicate your practice to that as well. Wonderful. And we're ready to move. So we're going to get going quite quickly this evening. So inhaling, we're going to float our spine up in one piece, coming to a tabletop posture. Hands are directly under the shoulders, knees are under the hips. And finding a neutral spine. So before we actually start articulating the spine, we're just going to rock the pelvis forwards and back. Drop it past the center, round it past the center. So just articulating the lower back. Just so we can find, sometimes we think we're in a neutral spine and actually we're a little way off. And now, coming to a neutral spine, see if it feels any different. And we're ready to move. We'll take our arching of our back. So inhaling, dropping the belly, dropping the chest, look forward for cow. And then exhaling, contracting under the buttocks, up into the stomach, rounding the spine, drop the head, and follow your breath. We oscillate between these two postures, waking up the spine, stretching the front edge, and then the back. We'll take one more of each in this form. Calming to Ujjayi breath if you use it. And now we're going to take free form movement. So moving the spine in any way that feels good, that feels like it's getting out some stiffness or some kinks. So we'll all have different parts of the back, maybe the hips and buttocks that need our attention, maybe even the shoulders. So no one can see you, so just explore your body. Trying to maintain your awareness of the breath. Maybe there's some clicks in the back. Wonderful. We'll come again to a neutral spine. So hands directly under the shoulders, knees under the hips. And we're going to take arm and leg raises. We're going to do 2 rounds. So you can take the arms and legs in isolation, but we'll come together. Inhale, right arm, left leg. So pressing all the way from the heel to the fingertips, really reaching through the body, lift the belly, and see if you can maintain that lovely long slow breath. Right shoulder is still pulling into the socket. So there's torsion in the body, reaching forwards and back. And the heel isn't flying away, we're not arching the lower back, so keep the heel in line with the hip. We'll take one more inhale for length. And then exhale, hand and knee back to the mat, coming to the left side. Inhale, left arm, right leg. And breathing here, reaching heel to fingertips, lifting the lower belly. So left shoulder's pulling into the socket so we're not overextending the ribs, so everything is nice and placed. Each inhale, a sense of length. One more deep inhale. And exhale, hand and knee back to the mat, coming to the right side again. Inhale, right arm, left leg. And you can stay here, or you exhale, reaching around with the right hand, grab the left ankle. And we're going to kick the left foot up. So inhaling, length of the spine. Exhaling, kicking up with that foot. So we're opening the pec, the shoulder, the quads. Gentle back bend. If there's any pinching in the back, you can come down. One more inhale, exhale to kick. And then inhaling back for extension with control. And exhale, hand and knee to the mat. Coming for the left side. Inhale, left arm, right leg. And we exhale, reaching round. Taking hold of the ankle and we kick that foot up. So see if you can grab the ankle as opposed to the foot. If you're holding the foot, you can strain the tendons. So the ankle is just a bit more stable. Inhale and exhale. We're kicking up with that foot. 2 more breaths here. And we'll inhale back for extension with control. And exhale, hand and knee come to the mat. We'll take another cow and cat. So inhaling, drop the belly, drop the chest, gazing forward. And exhale, rounding up into the spine. Calming, neutral. We're going to take an early twist, pressing down more firmly in the left palm. We're going to inhale, sweeping the right arm open. And as you exhale, back of the arm along the mat, thread the needle, come to land on the right shoulder. So this is the starting posture. With each exhale, roll a bit more onto the right shoulder, so we're stretching the muscles that attach the shoulder blade to the back, to the spine, and articulate the shoulder blade. If you'd like to come further, we can inhale, float the left leg. And if you want to come still further, inhale, floating the left arm up. So maybe challenge yourself, you might fall down. I've seen a few of you go. But it's great. Falling, there's really good information in falling, you know, how far to come, where to hold on. Another inhale here. And exhaling, floating limbs come down, and then everyone together. Inhale, anchor, sweep the right arm back to the sky. And placing it down, coming for the left side. Inhale, left arm sweeps the chest open. And exhale, back of the arm along the mat, landing on your left shoulder. And with each exhale, rolling onto the left. So if you're calming further, inhale, float the right leg, and maybe float the right arm. And we're breathing deeply. So even when we're in postures of strain, we try and maintain those lovely, long, controlled breaths. One more inhale here, and exhaling, floating, limbs come down, and we all inhale together. Uncurl. Sweep the left arm back to the sky before placing it down. We're going to lean forward as we inhale, and then we're tucking the toes as we exhale, sending the hips high. So our first downward dog. We're going to walk through the dog. So never static for the first downward dog. Take your feet as wide as the mat, or walk your hands slightly towards the feet. It's up to you. Just find those areas that just need an extra breath, an extra wiggle. If you feel you need to warm your calves, you can inhale up onto demi-point, so raising your heels, and exhale, squeeze the heels down. And we're going to settle for stillness. So we'll take 2 breaths here. Just find your downward dog. So this is our posture of active rest. This is one place we can come to rest out of the sequence, or child's posture where we began. Here's your other. Wonderful. We'll take our leg raises. So inhaling, floating the right leg up to the sky. Keep the hips square to begin. We'll take 2 breaths here. Really press through that heel. One more inhale, exhale. Now we're inhaling, opening the pelvis to the side. So we're turning that right leg out as much as it will. And then we're going to exhale, bend the knee, let the heel drop towards the buttocks. You can come down onto the left forearm if you have space. So we're opening the right hip flexor. You may feel it down your side waist, down the right armpit. One more inhale here. And exhale. We'll inhale for straight leg. And exhale, square the hips and float the right foot down. Just reset your downward dog, and then we'll come for the left side. Inhaling, float your left leg up. 2 breaths here with the pelvis square. Just check the weight between the hands. You want even pressure right and left. One more inhale, and as we exhale, bend that left knee, drop the heel towards the buttocks. You can come down onto the right forearm just to deepen your twist and stretch. One more deep inhale, exhale here. And we'll inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, square the hips before floating the left leg down. Just give your legs a quick walk out, and then we'll wander our way up to the top of the mat. To our forward fold. So knees can be bent or straight. You can hold opposite elbows, or have the hands on the floor and sway the torso. You can bend one knee then the other. So finding some more opening. And slowly building our way up to standing. Wonderful. We'll come to stillness. So we're coming to a twist here. So taking the fingertips of the left hand in front of the left foot, bending the left knee deeply, but trying to keep the right leg as much straight as we can. And then we're going to inhale, sweep the right arm open into our twist. You can gaze up to the right thumb or down to the left hand. Each exhale, open your chest, as if you're showing your heart to the ceiling. Another deep inhale, exhale to twist. One more inhale. And exhale to fold it forward. Give the legs a wriggle, and then we'll take the fingertips of the right hand in front of the right foot, bend the right knee. And then we inhale, sweeping the left arm open. Find your twist. And either gazing up to the left thumb or down to the right. And we're breathing here. So inhale, maybe feel length of the spine. And as you exhale, show more of your chest to the ceiling. Shoulder blade working down the back. One more inhale, exhale. Inhale here. And exhale, folding forwards. We're going to bend the legs and take a roll up to standing. So climbing to the top of the mat. Big toes touch, heels an inch apart. If this is comfortable, otherwise feet in parallel, about an inch apart. Hands in prayer heart center, and we'll close the eyes. So rooting down in the feet to all four corners. Lifting under the buttocks. Draw your lower belly in. And chest is lifting, shoulders are back. And neck is long. So the sense of rising up from the floor. Letting the blood pressure settle here. One more deep inhale, exhale, and then we're ready to go with our salutations. Wonderful, gently open the eyes. So we're going to take half at A, right and left, and then we're going to switch it up and speed up. We're ready to move. So inhaling, sweeping the arms, gazing up. Exhaling to forward fold, diving down. Inhale, taking your first flat back. And hold your flat back. We'll just take 2 breaths here. So knees can be bent. And inhale, see that you're shining your heart through. So lifting the front edge of the spine through rather than crunching the back. One more inhale. And exhale, folding down, stepping back with the right foot, longest lunge. Right knee shin, top of the foot down, and we'll inhale up. Top of our lunge, 2 breaths here. Draw your left hip back, right hip forward. 1 inhale, lift the sternum. And exhaling to high plank. Hold your high plank for the inhale. And we exhale, chaturanga, low plank. Now untucking the toes and drawing through, maybe to cobra or baby cobra. For this first back bend. 1 more inhale. And exhale, hips high, finding your downward dog. We'll take an extra inhale here. And as we exhale, step forward, right foot. Left knee shin, top of the foot down. 1 inhale, sweeps us up, shoulder blades down the back. 2 breaths here. 1 more inhale to lift the sternum. And exhale to forward fold, stepping forward. Inhaling, flat back, 1 breath. Exhale, fold. And diving up in 1 piece. We come straight down with the exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. And exhale, this time left foot comes back. Left knee shin, top of the foot is down. Inhaling up. 2 breaths here. 1 more. Inhale, lift the chest. And exhaling, high plank. Hold your high plank for the inhale. Exhaling, chaturanga. Inhaling through cobra or upward dog. And exhale, tailbone high, downward dog. 1 more inhale. And as you exhale, left foot forward. Sweeping up, inhale. 2 breaths. We'll take 1 more inhale, lift the chest. And exhale, step forward to your forward fold. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. And we dive up in 1 piece. We'll take a quick pause at the top, just so I can explain. So coming through the salutation again, and we're adding the warrior 1 sequence. So when we step back into lunge, the back knee stays up, and then we inhale, back heel is down to warrior 1. So we'll start from standing. Inhale together, exhale. And we're ready to move. Inhaling, sweeping up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, right foot back. Knee stays up. And now as we inhale, find warrior 1. And exhale all the way to the mat this time. Inhaling through, cobra upward dog, and exhale into downward dog. We take one inhale, and exhale right foot forward. Now left heel down, inhale up, warrior one, and exhale forward fold. Inhale into your flat back, exhale fold. Dive up one piece, and exhale all the way down, left side. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, left foot back. Inhale, sweeping up, warrior one. And exhale all the way down, chaturanga. Inhaling through to upward dog. And exhaling, downward dog. We take an inhale. Exhale, left foot forward. Sweeping up, inhale. And exhaling to forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. And dive up one piece. We'll do right and left again. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, right foot back. Heel down, sweeping up, warrior one. And exhale, chaturanga. Inhaling through upward dog. And exhale, tailbone high, downward dog. Take an inhale. Exhale, right foot forward. Inhale, sweeping up, warrior one. And exhale, forward fold. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. And dive up one piece, last time, left side. Exhale. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, left foot back. One inhale, warrior one. And exhale all the way down. Inhaling, upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. One inhale. Exhale, left foot forward. Sweeping up, warrior one. And exhale, forward fold. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. And dive up one piece. We'll come straight down, simplified salutation. Exhale, inhale, flat back. And now just walk the feet back. High plank, hold the high plank for the inhale. And exhale, chaturanga. Untuck the toes, inhale, upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. So 5 deep Ujjayi breaths here. You can have your knees bent if you wish. And so this evening we're going to link our postures. So we'll do 2 together. And we're ready to move. So inhaling, floating your right leg up, stepping it between the hands, find your lunge. So we'll set up our lunge nice and steady. Right knee above right ankle. When you feel stable, we'll inhale, sweep the arms up, find your crescent lunge. Breathing deeply here. So pressing through that back heel, sense of lift in the spine as you inhale. And use the natural softening of the exhale to soften down, shoulders down the back, space for your ears. 2 more breaths here, find more depth. Maybe for the last breath, we inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, square the chest, and now we're inhaling up, opening out for warrior 2. So set up your first warrior 2, right heel in line with left arch. Arms are on the back, so drawing your shoulder blades down the back, and then right knee is moving towards the baby toe. So it's moving to the outside of the right foot. Protect your knee. Reaching forward and back. Each inhale, find the buoyance, the lightness of the body, and the exhale is softening into the legs. Let go of any drama of the thighs, and just be the breath. We'll take 1 more deep inhale, exhale here. Left arm around the back, flick the front palm, reach forward, up and over the head. And exhaling over the top. High plank, calming through Chaturanga. Upward dog, and then hips high for downward dog. We'll take 2 breaths here. One more deep inhale, exhale. And the left side. So inhaling, floating the left leg up. As you exhale, step it through between the hands and set up your lunge here. So make sure you've got a good stable base before inhaling. Coming up to crescent lunge. Press through that back heel. Draw your left hip back, your right hip forward to square the pelvis. And you should find this helps stabilize you. 2 more breaths. 1 more, maybe the chest lifts. And then we exhale, square the chest. Inhaling, lifting up, opening out, warrior 2. And again, take a moment, look down. Check your alignment is good. Protect that left knee by moving it towards the left little toe, so external rotation of the thighs. And then arms on the back. Inhale, sense of lift. Exhale, softening down, come deeper into your legs. And just notice, are you building strength as we go through the weeks? 2 more breaths here. Deepest warrior yet, Virabhadrasana 2. 1 more. Now right arm around the back, flip the left palm, reaching forward. Up and over the head, reverse warrior, inhale, and exhale, we'll flow straight out. High plank, exhaling Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog, and exhaling to downward dog. We take 5 deep Ujjayi breaths here in active rest. You can take child's posture whenever you need. One more deep inhale, exhale. And we're ready to move. Inhale, floating your right leg up. Exhale, step it through between the hands. And now it's one gesture. Left arm sweeps up and open, magically landing you in warrior 2. Again, set up a good posture. So we're going to have 2 strong poses here. Deep inhale and exhale, soften. We'll just do 1 more of those. We'll inhale. Bending the right elbow, we'll take it to the right thigh. Left arm is reaching to the ceiling, so extended side angle. And you can gaze up to that thumb or down to the right big toe. If you look down, it's going to make your posture seem a little lighter. Take some of the strain. And if you want to come deeper, you can straighten the right arm so you're not using it for support. It straightens inside that leg, helps you lever the thigh open. And 3 more breaths here. Try and stay with it. Last inhale, exhale. And now we're coming for the change. So if you're leaning on your right elbow, we're taking the left hand to the floor inside of the right foot, coming onto the ball of the back foot. And now we're going to inhale, sweep the right arm open. So into a twist. Three more breaths. So each exhale, see if you can show a bit more of your heart to the ceiling. You can take your left knee down if you need. 1 more deep inhale, exhale, open the chest. Wonderful. Both hands to the mat now, step back to high plank, calming through Chaturanga, upward dog, and then hips high for downward dog. We'll take 2 breaths here. And we're ready for the left. Inhaling, sweeping up the left leg. Exhale, step it through between the hands. Now one gesture, right arm up and open, landing into warrior two. Couple of breaths, set up strong alignment. So this is your foundation. Make all your checks, check back knee, external rotation. Wonderful, bending the left arm, take it to the left thigh, right arm reaching to the ceiling, and then shoulder blade down the back, open that chest. And breathing here, either looking down to the toe or up to the thumb. If you want to intensify the work of the torso, straighten your left arm inside of that knee. 3 more breaths. One more deep inhale, exhale. Now right hand to the floor inside of the left foot. Come onto the ball of your back foot. So the back heel is up. And then we're going to inhale, sweep the left arm open, coming to our twist. Each exhale, see if you can open the chest a touch further. 2 more breaths here. 1 more deep inhale, exhale. Wonderful. Stepping back into high plank. Exhaling to chaturanga. Inhale for upward dog. And exhaling, hips high, downward dog. 5 deep Ujjayi breaths. You can take child's posture. And just notice how different does this downward dog feel. So we've done a few now, we should be building some strength, some heat. 2 more breaths. And we're ready to move. Inhaling, float your right leg up. Exhale, step it through between the hands. Now it's one gesture. Left arm sweeps you forwards. Up and open, finding warrior two. Set up your posture nice and strong. Check your alignment. And we're coming for humble warrior. So taking the arms behind the back, clasping opposite elbows. Inhaling, lift the chest, lift the chin. Keep the chest lifted, tuck the chin, and hinge forward from the waist. Bring the right shoulder inside of the right knee. Lifting up the left thighs. And let the head be heavy. Notice if you're looking forward, so top of the head to the ground. And we're breathing here. Two more deep breaths. One more. Wonderful. Inhaling back, find warrior two first, and then we straighten that right leg. We're going to inhale, sweeping the right arm up, lengthen the whole of the right side, moving to Trikonasana. So left buttock and hip moving to the back of the room, which hinges you forward. It pitches your torso over. Follow that motion, and when there's no more room, the right hand comes down to the shin, the foot, or the floor for Trikonasana, triangle posture. And you can look down to the right big toe or up to the left thumb, left shoulder blade down the back, opening your chest to the ceiling, and we're breathing. So two more Ujjayi breaths here. Wonderful. Inhaling, floating up. Exhale, sit into your warrior two. We're going to flip that front palm, sweep it forwards, up and over the head. Reverse warrior. We'll stay for 2 extra breaths here this time. One more deep inhale. And exhaling, hands to the mat. High plank, coming through chaturanga, upward dog. And then hips high, downward dog. 2 breaths here. Wonderful. Left side. Inhale, floating your left leg up. Exhale, step it through between the hands. Inhale, sweep your right arm up and open. Landing for warrior two. Settle your posture, 2 breaths. Wonderful. Taking the arms behind the back, hold the elbows, and then switch which arm is on top. Take the awkward grasp. We'll inhale, lift the chest, lift the chin. Exhale, tuck the chin, pitch forward from the waist. Let the head be heavy and surrender here. Humble warrior. 3 more breaths. Wonderful. Inhaling back, find warrior two first, stay with it, and then we inhale to straighten that leg. Exhaling here, and we'll inhale, coming for Trikonasana, left arm reaches up, and as we exhale, send your right buttocks and hips to the back of the room, which will hinge you forwards. Reach, reach, reach with that left arm when there's no more space. Take it either to the shin, the foot, the floor, or the hand can float, so long as you can open your chest. Left knee can be bent. Breathing deeply here, 3 more. Wonderful. Inhaling, floating up. Exhale, pressing down for warrior two. Flip your front palm, reach forward up and over the head, reversed warrior with the 2 extra breaths. One more deep inhale and exhale, hands over the top. High plank, coming through Chaturanga. Upward dog and downward dog. So 5 deep Ujjayi breaths here. Remembering to take rest whenever you need. So we have one more standing sequence to do. And we're ready to flow. Inhaling, floating your right leg up. Exhale, step it through between the hands. Set up your lunge. And this time we inhale up to high crescent lunge. Exhale, the hands come to heart center in prayer. You may know where we're going. Inhale, lift the chest, shoulders back. And exhale, twist over to the right. Left elbow outside of right knee. Get this posture stable. Get your grip stable. Then we'll inhale for the length of the spine. And exhale, twist the chest up to the ceiling. Right shoulder down the back. And fall over, maybe like me. Breathing deeply. You can take your left knee down if you want more support. Two more breaths here. One more. Wonderful. Inhaling back to center. We'll take the arms up beside the head. Inhale. And exhaling, opening out, warrior two. Don't worry, we're just coming for our forward fold. Straighten the right leg. Turning our toes towards the long edge of our mat. Hands come to our hips. So we only have time to do one forward fold. So we'll add our twist to this side. Press down in your hands. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the chin. Keep your chest lifted, tuck your chin and hinge forward from the waist. Come down 90 degrees, pause at 90 degrees. Inhale, lengthen your spine, lift the thighs and then exhale, forward fold. You can bend the knees here and you can take any hand grasp you wish, the hands between the feet, either holding the ankles or the big toes. And you're welcome to stay in a forward fold, knees can be bent. But if you'd like to take the twist with me, it's left hand under the face, and it's further forward than you think it will be. So we want the spine straight as we twist, and press down more firmly in the right foot because it's going to keep your pelvis level. Inhale, right arm sweeps up. Breathing here. If you want to come deeper, we exhale, right arm around the back, left hand to right ankle, and we're drawing the forehead towards the foot. Breathing here. We'll just take 2 more breaths to find your twist. 1 more deep inhale, exhale. Inhaling back to center, switch the hands, so right hand under the face. In now, press down into your left foot more firmly, stabilize your pelvis. Inhale, left arm sweeps you up. And exhale, open the chest. And you can stay here, or it's left hand around the back, right hand to left ankle, lifting the thighs, and draw the head towards the foot. One more deep inhale, exhale. And releasing the hands down. We'll toe heel the feet slightly closer together, bend the knees, roll up through the spine, turning the right toes to the front. We'll exhale, pressing down into warrior 2. Flip the front palm, inhale, reverse the warrior. We'll take 1 extra breath this time. Inhale. And exhale, hands over the top, high plank, coming through chaturanga, upward dog, and downward dog. We'll just take 2 breaths here. 1 more. And ready for the left side. Inhaling, left leg floats up. Exhale, step it through between the hands, and get to a stable base. And we'll inhale up into our crescent lunge. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, shoulders back. And exhale, cross over the body. Right shoulder outside of left knee. So firstly, stabilize your posture. It might be a very wobbly twisting day. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, press into the palms, lift the chest, and gaze to the ceiling. And we're breathing here. With each exhale, see if you can open that chest a little more. You can take the right knee down for support. 2 more breaths here. 1 more deep inhale. And we're inhaling back to our crescent lunge. Exhale, open out, warrior 2. So we're skipping the forward fold on this side. Flip the left palm, reach forward, up and over the head, reversed warrior. 1 deep inhale. And exhale, hands to the mat, high plank. Come through chaturanga, upward dog. And we'll meet in downward dog. We'll just take 2 breaths here. Wonderful. Walking the feet up to the hands. Into our forward fold. We're going to take our big toe grab, so taking the index and middle finger, grabbing hold of the big toe. We're going to bend the knees, inhale, look forward for flat back. And as we exhale, drawing the head down. So now, lift the thighs, so the kneecaps are lifted. Shoulder blades down the back. Head is heavy, so not looking at the floor. And then elbows working towards the outside of the legs. And we're breathing here. If you want to come further, you slide your palms under the feet, palms are face up, toes up to the wrist creases, and we come in the same way. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward to a gentle flat back, and exhaling, drawing the head down. This time elbows go out to the sides. And see if you can feel that you're sticking your sit bones up to the ceiling. Wonderful. Just 1 more deep inhale, exhale. And we'll release the hands, bend the knees, walk the feet slightly closer together, and gently roll up through the spine, coming to standing. So we're going to do our intense side stretch now. So left leg steps back, Take the arms behind the back, hold opposite elbows. Make sure your hips are square to the front of the room and root down your left heel. So that's your stability. Wonderful. We're going to take an inhale, lift the chest, lift the chin. And now tuck the chin, but keep the chest lifted and hinge forward from the waist, coming down 90 degrees over the right leg. We'll take an inhale at flat back and exhaling, rounding the back over the leg. Forehead reaching towards the ankle and lifting the thighs, checking you're not gripping the toes. Right hip draws back, left hip screws forward. You can bend the right knee, you can release the hands to the floor, whatever you need for support. 2 more breaths here. 1 more deep inhale, exhale. And we'll bend the right knee to roll up through the spine, switching the legs. Left leg is forward, and now we're going to switch the arms, so the other arm is on top, the awkward grasp. Now root down your right heel, make sure it's nice and strong. And we're ready to move. Inhaling, lifting the chest, lift the chin. Now keep the chest lifted, tuck the chin, and as we hinge forward, the spine straightens itself. Come down 90 degrees. Take an inhale for flat back, and exhaling, rounding over the left leg. Making sure you're lifting the thighs, not gripping the toes. Left hip back, right hip forward. And we let go here. One more deep inhale, exhale. And we'll bend the left knee, inhaling, rolling up through the spine. Stepping to the top of the mat. Take a moment, hands in prayer at heart center. And we're going to add a new posture here. So I'll turn to face. So we're going to take eagle pose. So you can use this as a balance or just as a shoulder opening exercise, lifting the chest. We're going to inhale, sweeping the arms up, and exhale, crossing at the elbows and taking the grasp. So right little finger holds onto the left thumb. Bend the knees deeply, so we're sitting down as though we're in awkward pose. And we're breathing here. Most important thing is that we lift the elbows away from the chest, and then the arms move away from the face. So we're making sure we're getting into those shoulder blades. If you want to make this a balance, peel your right foot from the mat and wrap the right leg around the left. You may be able to hook the right foot behind the left ankle if you're open enough. I am not. Each exhale, sit a touch lower. One more deep inhale, exhale, lift those elbows. And we're inhaling, uncurl, sweeping the arms up, coming to the other side. Exhale, left arm under the right. So now the left little finger is grabbing the right thumb. Sit the pelvis low. And now it's elbows up away from the chest, arms away from the face. So you should feel the torsion around the right shoulder increasing. Move the forearms away from the face. And if you want to take this into a balance, it's left leg around the right. This is a posture where breath will really help you. Couple more breaths here. Really lift those elbows. And we'll uncurl, inhaling, sweep the arms up, very good. And we exhale to forward fold. We'll hang here just for a moment, maybe give the back a wiggle. Inhaling, flat back. And now exhale, walking back to your high plank. Holding your high plank. So we'll take Vashisthasana, side plank. Right hand to the middle of the mat and either right knee down, one foot in front of the other, or one foot on top of the other. Left arm to the ceiling, and you can gaze up to the left thumb. So if your feet are stacked one on top of the other, maybe the left leg floats, and we're all lifting our lower side waist as though we're lying over a barrel. We'll take one more deep inhale, exhale. Inhaling, and exhale back through high plank. Coming to the other side. So left hand to the center of the mat and spinning over. Gaze either up or down. If the feet are stacked, maybe the right leg floats. Breathing here. 2 more breaths. And coming back, high plank. Hold your high plank. Pressing through the heels. You can drop the knees if you need. Otherwise, we're coming down over a count of 8. Elbows into the body, coming down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and you're down. Extend your right arm in front of you, rolling over onto your back. So we'll take a happy baby. So either holding the knees, behind the knees, the ankles or the big toes. Just try and keep your sacrum, so the whole length of the sacrum, in contact with the mat. And we can rock left and right. Wonderful. We'll give the knees a hug. And then take the soles of the feet to the floor. So bringing the heels relatively close to the buttocks, or as close as you can get them. Palms of the hands are face down by the bum, so we're coming for our bridge posture. So now, before we come up, don't look at the screen at any point during this. Just look at the ceiling and see if you can follow the instructions. Catch my breath, and as we inhale, we peel the pelvis from the mat, coming up 1 vertebra at a time until we get to the top of the bridge, and then we stay here. Like I said, don't twist your head left or right, and we're breathing. Each inhale, maybe the pelvis lifts a touch higher, trying to show your sternum to your face. 3 more deep Ujjayi breaths. One more, maybe an inch higher, and we exhale, rolling down through the spine. I'm going to draw the knees up to the chest, give them a hug, maybe a quick rock and roll up and down the spine. Let the feet float, and we'll do it. We'll come up into Navasana. I can hear Lisa groan. We'll keep the shins parallel to the earth, hold behind the knees, spread the toes, press through the balls of the feet, and then shoulders back. Shine the heart through so there's like a string pulling your chest up. If you're comfortably here, maybe you release the arms, palms are face up, and maybe you straighten the legs, and we're still trying to lift the front of the chest. Breathing deeply. 2 more breaths here, and then we're going to try for a low boat. So 1 more deep inhale, and now keeping the body floating, so we're going to lower down, feet 3 inches from the mat, shoulder blades 3 inches from the mat, and we breathe here, low boat. 1 more deep inhale, exhale, stay with it, and then inhaling back up, high boat. For 1 more inhale, and we let it go. Rock and roll through the spine. Wonderful. Oof. Give the knees a hug in. And then straighten the legs along the mat. The well-deserved Shavasana. So heels as wide as your mat. Backs of the hands to the floor, palms face up. Fingers gently curling in. Set up your Shavasana. Take a few deep breaths and really sigh it out. And one more. And now we let it go. Let go of all technique and just be the body on the floor. So the practice is done, but the echoes remain. And these are the gifts of practice, so the heat, the vibration, the vibrance, the energy, the relaxation. So bathe in these sensations. This is when we integrate the practice. And you're welcome to stay in Shavasana as long as you wish. But if you'd like to close the practice together, we'll inhale and wiggle our fingers and toes. Taking a full body stretch. Hugging the knees up. Maybe give them a hug, maybe a gentle rock. And then roll into our right side, using the right arm as a pillow. And when you're ready, we'll make our way to a comfortable meditation to close our practice. So finding the spine nice and tall. A sense of ease through the body. So bathing in those sensations. As I said, these are the gifts of the practice. And this is what we're going to dedicate. So taking our hands to our heart, either in prayer or one hand on top of the other. If you set an intention or a dedication, you can call this to mind. And we give away our practice, we bow that out and say thank you for our practice this evening. Lovely to be here with you all. I am melting. I'm not entirely sure about you guys. Oof.